people were in this room. So I hope you're all going to indulge me, because this is a bit of an online conference. I am totally going to take a selfie right now. So if you don't want to be in it, just duck down. But if you do want to be in it, everyone put up your hands. Woo! Thank you, all 5 of you. Brilliant. Me and my fortunes thank all of you. Okay, so as the introduction, or as my presentation is going to be about, it's habits to help you be awesome. Basically what this means are habits to help you become successful. Habits to help you become frickin' happy. Who here wants a little bit more happiness in their life right now? But hands up who is sabotaging their happiness. Hands up who is looking at a beautiful day outside, the sun is shining, you've had a long ass day in work, so you go in and you sit your ass in front of the TV. Is the TV making you any happier? No, but we do it because we've created habits that destroy or sabotage our ability to be happy and our ability to be awesome. And there are so many things getting in the way, so many beliefs that we've created preventing this from happening. And I want to be able to help as many of you guys as I possibly can to break through those negative beliefs. Sure. I promise you guys it's going to be worth the wait. So I guess I'll tell you a little bit more about me and my business before we kick off with my very beautiful presentation. My name is Sarah and I'm a life coach with a business called The Better Life Project. Now the reason why it's so amazing for me to stand here in front of you all today, the reason why I needed to take a photo to go home and show my mom, is because this time 2 years ago I was working in an office as a project manager in Trinity College. I was working on food security and human rights, and like most people out there, you have a dream. There's something that you want to do. Your heart is being pulled towards something. But there are just as many people out there who ignore their calling, who avoid a challenge because it seems too hard. For a very, very long time that was me. But I guess I got my ducks in a row, and 2 years ago, almost to the day, I was able to leave that wonderful job, but I was able to leave it to set up my own business. So to stand here in front of you guys, I think there's like loads of you here, is an absolute dream come true. So I guess from the bottom of my heart I want to say thank you. If anyone is looking for me online, you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Snapchat. I like to call it Snapshit. You can find me on Facebook or on my website, thebetterlifeproject.ie. Okay, so how many people here have goals? How many people here have goals to be happier, to feel healthier, to feel more confident, and to feel positive? This is what your version of awesome is. And I want to be able to show you guys habits that you can implement today, right now, to help you become more awesome. Now I feel like I have cheated a few of you because I know on the information that you've been given it says 7 habits. I'm only going to talk about 5, I'm afraid. I could talk for Ireland, and those extra 2 habits were long. I usually talk about this in like a 90-minute presentation, but the 5 habits I'm going to talk to you about are incredible. And the first one is the most important one, and Kira, who spoke before me, touched upon it already. We need to cut the frickin' bullshit. How many of you guys have put on your victim hat? How many of you guys have allowed excuses to prevent you from taking steps forward? How many of you guys have allowed your past to dictate your future? How many of you guys overthink, overanalyze, and worry yourselves to death? How many? Put up your hand if there is a roadblock preventing you from achieving your awesome. This roadblock is a bullshit story that you've been telling yourself on replay. You've been telling yourself this story for so long, you believe that bullshit is true. You believe you are a victim of your circumstances. You believe you'll always be poor. You'll believe that you'll never be successful. You'll always be 10 pounds overweight. You're never going to run that marathon. Me, run a marathon? This time 3 years ago, guys, I thought I was going to be sitting behind a desk forever. I'm extremely proud of the things that I've accomplished up till now. And the only reason I've done that is because I ended the bullshit story I was telling myself. So you need to look deep inside and ask yourselves, what is that story? And it usually starts with something like, if only. But I'll never do that. It's just not me. How many of the ladies out there have ever had a black dress they want to put on but they can't because they don't feel like it's them? Or how many of the guys out there? Oh, amazing! Round of applause, thank you! Like I said, guys, I cheated you. I've only got 5 habits, but I promise you they're going to be awesome. We need to cut the bullshit. So how many of you guys do not put yourself forward for a leadership position because you don't think public speaking is for you? You had one bad experience when you were 6 and you just haven't let it go just yet. How many of you guys are allowing your past to dictate not just your future, but your goddamn potential? We need to get out of our way for long enough to actually be successful. And the first thing that we need to do is to change our state of mind. How many of you guys will wake up in the morning, feel pretty good, have an awesome breakfast, walk to work, and then some asshole in front of you didn't keep the door open for you, and you're in a crap mood? And you let that one negative experience dictate the entire day. How many of you guys will do that? You will generalize your feelings. One negative experience equals a bad day. Well, we're all serious professionals in this room. Serious professionals who like to say the word shit a lot. I hope this is okay. We're serious professionals in this room, and in order to take our future seriously, we need to be able to master our state of mind. We need to be able to control how we're feeling. If you guys are going into a meeting and you're allowing that negative experience to impact and influence your day, are you going to perform at your best? Hell no. But if you put on a bit of Beyonce, put on the fancy red heels, guys are putting on the sharp suit, and you are telling yourself before you go into that meeting that you are a goddamn rock star, are you going to be at your best then? Hell yes. If it feels uncomfortable to do this, you guys need to do it. When something feels uncomfortable, you are being pulled outside of your comfort zone. This is the universe and the world telling you, you got to do this, love. If it doesn't feel comfortable, it means you need to take that step. Master your state of mind. Control that. Understand when you need to be at your best. How many here have in-laws that they don't like too much? I promise I won't tell your other halves. And when you're walking in for dinner with your in-laws, what sort of state do you feel like you need to be in order to survive the entire evening? Positive, upbeat, resilient. You know the state that you need to be in to survive the dreaded evening. Take control. You can take control. What you think, you become. When you're walking in to see your in-laws and the only thing that's going on in your head is shit, I don't want to be here, I don't want to be here. That's exactly how your evening is going to pan out. It is so important to take control and to master this. Ask yourself what you need to feel. What story do you need to live in order to be successful? And implement that. Your focus is going to become your reality. How many? Oh shoot. I'm so sorry, I just spilled water on the table. Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah from the Better Life Project, thank you very much. Your focus is going to become your reality. How many of you guys before a big presentation, before a big meeting, will get really, really nervous, focus on one small thing about your presentation that isn't perfect, and all of a sudden that one small thing happens? You dwell on it, and that is what the entire presentation becomes, because this is what you focus on. When we look at our general experiences of the day and we focus on the one thing that we don't like, that one thing will become our day. Imagine how powerful it will be when you focus on your strength, when you focus on being positive. Imagine how your day will pan out then. Life is created by our perception of it. So we need to change the record. We need to change that story. We need to let go of things that are not serving us. How many of you guys will read the same chapter of a shitty book over and over and over again? Very few people. But how many of you will relive a negative experience over and over and over again? Pretty much all of us. Is it helping you? I promise you, that's not serving you in any way. We need to let go of those thoughts. Our thoughts will become our beliefs, and our beliefs will become our behaviors. That is why it is so important that we change this bullshit story we've been telling ourselves. And we do that by changing our thinking. We need to put on our positive pants. Now, there's this perception of being optimistic or being positive, and it goes something like blonde cheerleader, throwing her pom-poms in the air, cartwheels happy, American Hollywood movies. And that's what the world is telling us being positive or optimistic is. And for a lot of people, we look at that going, oh, well, no, that's not very realistic now. I'm a realist positive. How many people have heard of that term before? Being positive isn't just for the crack. It's not just for the shits and the giggles. Being positive means that you can see beyond the imperfections, beyond the weaknesses. And it means you understand that you will rise above whatever challenges come your way. Everything is figure-outable, and most importantly, you are bounce-backable. Being optimistic is very closely linked to your resilience. And when we're running any sort of business, this is crucial. You need to look for the silver lining. Remember your focus, guys. Look for the silver lining. And we have to be our fabulous self. Who here has heard of Gary Vaynerchuk? Okay, so Gary Vaynerchuk is an awesome online social media influencer, and every second word that comes out of his mouth is fuck. And I worked with a couple of online people there recently, and as they were starting off their business, it was quite clear they were trying to find their voice. And it was even more clear that he was mimicking Gary Vaynerchuk. So everything he put out in an email or in his social media platforms was, you'll never get what this fucking client did, fuck. Fuck, exclamation point, fuck. And you're reading this and you're going, this isn't you, it's not authentic. You're modeling someone else to the detriment of your own future, your own potential. Sometimes the most difficult thing to do is to be ourselves. But in order to find genuine, real success, that will lie in your authenticity. That will lie in your ability to honor your own values and your own beliefs. And that's what I mean about being your fabulous self. Every single person in this room has a gift. Every single person in this room has a strength. And when you can tap into that gift and tap into that strength, that's where your success is. But you won't find it copying someone else. You won't find it pleasing other people. You won't find it in anyone else. So we need to be careful about that. What's important to you? What do you believe? What are your values? And you guys need to practice those every single day. You need to be you, and you need to be you hard. So when you find that you're copying someone else, bring it back to what's important to you. Shift that focus back in the same way that you would when you're practicing mindfulness or meditation. Shift the focus back to what is important in your own life. Okay, show of hands. How many people here, up until the age of at least 10, believed in Santa, the Tooth Fairy, the Easter Bunny? Let's break this one down. People in this room believed that a big fat man wearing a red suit squeezed down their chimney to drop off presents. They believed that the Easter Bunny dropped out chocolate eggs outside their front door. And to me, which is just most strange, that a Tooth Fairy would come and put a little €2 coin under your pillow. And this wasn't unusual when we were 10. If I asked you guys to believe in yourself, your ability to achieve your goals, your ability to achieve your vision, you'd all look at me like I had 12 heads. The Tooth Fairy, Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, yeah, of course. Believe in yourselves? Nah. You need to believe in yourselves and your ability to succeed, to achieve your dreams. This is what the bedrock of our success is built on, our ability to be able to feel and connect and believe in ourselves. I told you all I could talk for Ireland. I'm running out of time. Awesome people have an awesome relationship with themselves. Awesome people are their number one biggest fan. When you guys make a mistake, who here beats himself up, criticizes themselves? They make fun of themselves. When you guys do something well, what do? You push the goalposts back. Oh, I could have done better that time. Well, there's no such thing as pushing the goalposts back. There's only forgetting to celebrate your success. When you have an awesome relationship with yourself, you have a positive self-image. That means you can look at yourself in the mirror and go, you found thing, you are rocking it today. You feel good about yourself. You don't need anyone else to validate your success. And you talk to yourself with love and kindness. For some of you, this stuff might seem airy-fairy and fluffy. But when you look at successful people, this is at the heart of it. They talk to themselves positively. They feel good about themselves. They're authentic. And they see themselves as they truly are. Guys, that was it from me. I would like to thank you all so much for your time. Don't forget to connect with me on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, and on my website. Thank you so much, guys.